vilification, and attacks. Those behind the evil plots have not hidden their motive. They have made me an enemy for choosing to stand with my people and defending their rights to life and freedom. These are people who elected me. I wasn't elected by the dethroned and disgraced Emir of Kano, Sanusi, whose tenure during as the central bank governor created problems and have led to the challenge in our economy in Nigeria today, and who is trying to look for relevance and relaunch himself using ethnicity to launch himself, to brand him as a good man. Look at the scandals he did during his tenure as central bank governor. It is fresh in our memories. We know all this. Nigeria is a country that anything goes. Otherwise, why should someone like Sanusi be speaking? A disgraced person. I used to sympathize with him, but now I know better. The governor of Kano State did the right thing, because leaving that man to remain the emir of Kano would have ruined the fortunes of Kano State. Somebody who was dethroned and sent to Duma. He's lucky that the loss of our land did not permit him to remain there. And today, because he's a free man, he's going about creating more problems to our people. Ordinarily, where the rule of law works, sanity should not be speaking. He should be in the oblivion. Nobody should even be hearing about Sanusi, a disgraced personality in this country. And then you go and instigate innocent people who did not know what really took place because of your hatred on me and your quest to become relevant again after you were disgraced by the governor and people of Kano State. And you want to use me to launch yourself. Look for somebody else to launch yourself, not me. And beyond that, you did not elect me as governor of Lagos State. The Idoma, the Tiv, the Igede people, and several other ethnic personalities, including Fulanis, elected me as governor. And I have the right to protect them. I'm defending the rights of my people who elected me. What is the whole essence of electing a governor who is the chief security officer of a state? Of course, in court. Then what is the essence of electing him? To provide security for lives and property. I have a responsibility. History beckons on me to be responsible enough and to sacrifice myself. We have over 7 million people in Benue State. And for choosing me to be number one, I should respect them. And so, I see no reason where I will just join issues with a disgraced emir. If you were so strong, why did they disgrace you in Kano? And they made you a laughing stock. Just go about wearing those regalia, telling people that you are still emir. Which emir? You are a disgraced emir. I want you to know that. I have accused the federal government severally for being complacent and allowing this flooding to cause mayhem and killings and destruction on our people. Our schools have been destroyed. Our churches have been destroyed. Our mosques have been destroyed by this terrorist group of Fulani herdsmen that are being under the shield of disgraced and deposed and dethroned Emir of Kano with his cohorts who are funding them. May NAIJA have taken responsibility for several killings in Benue State, for whatever they do. If you know that there is provision for prohibition of open grazing law, and you bring your cattle here, why then do you accuse us of whatever has happened? But our people are peaceful, they have not done anything wrong. You come and kill them, take over their land, destroy their farmlands, their farm crops, their farm barns. You open it for your cattle to feed on. Who told you that you have the right to do that? Who gives you the right that you are superior to a tit man, to an Idoma man, to an Ikede man, when you come from a foreign land and try to create this evil? Under my leadership, I will not do it. They are planning several attempts to take over our land. If you won't do it, if you bring somebody else, you manipulate the system, but 100 times you cannot do it. Get people that you want to bring them in and to prohibit the open grazing law. That is your business. I leave that with Benue people, because May 29, I'm leaving the office. I want it to be clear to everyone. But under my watch, I will not allow it. With the last pint of my blood, I will not allow it. With the last pint of my blood. It is unacceptable. We want equity, we want fairness, we want justice for all Nigerians and even foreigners who come here. They should participate. But this is unfair. And I'm disappointed. People that I thought I respected them, coming out to sign a petition against me to the presidency. I'm also sending a petition to the presidency. After this press conference, I'm going to sign a petition to the presidency. The Mayor that I've been calling for a very long time, whether Katanore or Makaban, they should be arrested. Rather disappointing, they are given protection by the federal security agencies in Abuja. And so, I want to say that I have the mandate of my people, and I will protect their interests till the day that I leave office as governor of Benue State. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Wow. That is a wow. That video there is a wow. How many governors can we actually see that can speak like this in Nigeria? Okay. We are going to have 3 minutes to contribute to this video. Fortunately, we don't have enough time. 3 minutes. Let me start with leftists. Leftists, please do your 3 minutes and let's pass it on quickly.
I may not even take up to 3 minutes because the video is self-explanatory. You heard Ortom saying everything about Sanusi, and it is true. For those that does not follow history, that is why before we talk, it's good we know. You need to follow history to know who these persons are, what have this person done. Just like Pansat is talking about El-Rufai, he's coming up with a lot about what he knows about El-Rufai. Sanusi is not hard to. He's a dethroned emir. When he was dethroned, some of us, I won't lie, pitied him. We felt pity for him because sometimes he seems to be outspoken. Sometimes he seems to be a part of the people where he speaks people's mind, but it's still a mind game. But not knowing that, yes, he's a green snake. At a time, I began to feel for his game. I began to see him speak, especially when he was dethroned at that period. Most of us felt pity for him, but now it's clear that he deserved to be dethroned. Now we know he deserved to be dethroned. So that's just it. I wouldn't want to. With Ortom, I've said
Lefties, do you know that this is the same Sanusi that somebody referred to as the former emir and was it a commissioner or something like that? And he told him by tomorrow, I will remind you or something. They removed him from office. I don't know.
He was a CBN governor.
The CBN governor. It was the
Okay.
former CBN governor, very brilliant, as we are seeing him. He's a sharp dude. That will not be taken away. He has oratory speech, and he's very good in the command of.
Yes,
NAIJA was.
but-
I know that story you are
exactly. I know
referring to.
CBN. Yes, but he's
Yes.
the one that removed
That,
somebody
yes,
from
yes.
office.
Somebody spoke against him. The next day, the person was removed as a commissioner.
A commissioner, yes.
He's a
And
no-nonsense
he
man.
promised the person on a stage live that
Yes.
for you to call me a former emir, by tomorrow morning, you will get the consequences. The next day, the man was sacked. So I want him to use that same power now to sack Ortom from office as a governor.
It's not possible now. He's a dethroned emir. He has no more power. He was sent far away. If you understand the story, when he was dethroned, he was sent far away from the perimeter of the government. It was another
But in the
emir
history of
accepted him.
Nigeria, Ortom is the first person that have the guts. Let me put it like that, to talk like this.
Yes.
NAIJA was when this man was dethroned. Do you know the person that took him in?
Yes.
Guess who? Erufai. Erufai invited him to Kaduna and gave him a position and gave him a house and shielded him from the disgrace. The same Erufai. So these guys are the same.
Okay, let's start. Let me quickly start with Mr. Pansad. You are the first here. Please talk on this in 3 minutes, sir. Please, everybody keep to that 3 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I don't know if it's the way I talk. Obviously, if I tell the truth about this kind of things, I begin to develop a reputation of somebody who's troublesome. Let's just put it that way. But if you're going to talk about Sanusi, you do know that something FFK wrote about him years ago, where he incited the public to behead an Igbo person in Kano. Mr. Akaluka is the name of the person, by accusing him that he desecrated the Quran. Now, when you coddle these kinds of people like Sanusi, who grew up, basically his entire career was in Lagos. He knows about the South. He's an educated man. He's smart, just like Erufai. So he's a killer. He was actually put in prison for doing this. I mean, before pre-trial, but he was released. Nigerians know about these characters. So the only reason why I'm not harping at any of this, because the problem has been us, Nigerians. It's because we're changing. The last couple of years, there's a movement to galvanize and be able to shed our tribal ways. Because somebody like Ortom, who's lived with the Fulanis, these herdsmen, all his life, he knows them. We in the East went to war, 3 years war. Why were we fighting? Right? We fought the entire Nigeria at that time because of the way we're being treated unfairly and being killed in the North. Our people are in the North, they start building up, and then something happens and traders start getting killed. Igbos, we did this. But there's a change in the country in the last few years. So I'm not going to say, I told you so. That's why I forgave Mr. Ortom. He's a brave person. If we had 2 or 3 Ortoms in that country, we're going to be like Uyibo land. He's a brave man, and he's been taken in the chin. They try to kill him. This Sanusi and Erufai, up to higher. But I'm not going to go there because Mr. Sambisa is already telling me that I shouldn't speak the truth because he's going to unravel what we're trying to do. But let's not coddle killers. People went to attack Mr. Ortom in the farms. He cannot do it by himself. We have to get to the bottom of these things. So I know it's 3 minutes. I was going to say a little bit more than that, but let me just say, I conclude with this remark and then I leave so somebody can come in. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, great lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice reign. That is the second verse of our Nigeria.
Second standard of our pledge.
Exactly. Thank you very much. I conclude with that and I'll see you next time. Thank you, Avis. Thank you, panelists.
Yes, you, Mr. Pansa. Thank you. Okay. Patriotic Nigerian, please use your 3 minutes now. Okay, it's not available. All right. I'll move on to Mr. Alex. Please,
Mr. Alex, sorry. I was trying to.
Can you hear me?
No,
Mr.
Alex,
Go ahead. Well, anyway, Mr. Alex can go on. I don't really have much to say, but let him go on. I'll just speak after him.
Okay. Alex, please take your 3 minutes.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Let me drive the history a bit down from where leftists stopped. Sanusi was the CBN governor. Nobody knows how he became an extempore and impromptu emir. He was never an emir. He was a CBN governor. He stole so much money under Goodluck administration. Goodluck was under pressure to probe him. Investigations were being concluded on him a week before he was going to be arrested. Just a week. He bought his way, bribed his way into he threw in his letter and bribed his way to become emir. And you know, there are first-class kings in Nigeria. You cannot arrest them. So he had immunity, traditional immunity. This is how he became emir. So a lot of things, a lot of water went under the bridge, and that issue came back again. That's how he was disposed, because he made some comments about the Amajiri. Yes, he was saying good things, but they just reminded him that we borrowed you this thing, even if your family lineage was on it before, but you were a CBN governor. They were pursuing you. He was going to be arrested, tried and jailed, because so much money in dollars, euros, pounds, and naira, billions, millions of dollars, pounds. So this is the first set. This is the beginning of the downfall of this man. I used to feel for him too, but at the same time, I was not happy. So I want to tell you, the primary duty of every governor, coming to the governor that just spoke, we watched on that video. The primary duty of every governor is to protect the citizens. Don't give me that fallacious, excuse my language, bullshit about it's the federal government that has the police. No, that means we should scrap the governorship positions. If you cannot protect me as a citizen, then we should scrap the governorship position. Why do we have governors? Just to come and collect money, allocate money, borrow money on our behalf, and give us speeches on the media? If you cannot stand up against external threats, it's a federalism, for God's sake. There are 3 tiers of government: the state, the federal, and the local. The local government also overlook their activities, supervised by the chairman. So I love that governor. I love Wike too. This man reminds me of Wike. He's part of the G5 fight. Not every governor can stand like this to withstand the killers, the so-called invaders, those people who go after people's wives. Come on, give it to Ortom. Nigeria history in these last 8 years will not be complete without the likes of the governor of Benue State. He has done well. He has fought a good fight. He has finished the course. So I stand with him in total. Hook, line, and sinker. I'm not saying he's not corrupt, but in terms of fighting security, the man has been bold. He has staked his life. He has been, he has escaped more than 20-something assassination attempts by the Fulani invasionists. So I'm very happy. This is how to be a governor. This is what our children should look out for, defending your land. You have no business to be in the kitchen if the heat is too much. Throw in the towel, resign, and travel and give your press conference on why you resigned. So I cannot compare that to my state. Sometimes I wish I'm from Benue State. Sometimes I wish I'm from Rivers State, because we have leaders that you can count on. You can go to bed knowing that your governor is protecting you, is empowering the vigilante, equipping them, negotiating with those in Abuja, meeting international communities. Remember, Ortom traveled abroad to go and speak to the Congress of America. He was in the United Kingdom to go and speak with the British Congress about the killings of his people. This is the height of love for one's land. That is good to have people who were born and raised in your land to be your governors, not people who were imported, people who lost touch with nature, with humanity. So Ortom is a good example. It may not be perfect, but it's a good example of leadership. Leadership not by words, not by process, but by example. You saw him reading that news by himself. I bet you, if it is my state, Edo State, they will send us media heads to come and give us love letter from the governor. So I don't want to go into that, what is happening. The same Edo State, we have Fulani is killing people. There is no arrest. Ortom did his best. Right. So I give it to him. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Okay, I'll move on now to Patriotic Nigerian. Please use your 3 minutes now, sir.
Okay. I would say it's quite commendable what Mr. Ortom has said and his disposition these last few years of the political cycle. To me, Mr. Ortom is the man that we thought Wike was. But as it would appear now, Wike is just an everyday politician. Of course, we could say he's fought to defend his people, but the initial stance for this fight that we all got interested in was the fact that you're fighting for equity, you're fighting for justice. But then, and then you made utterances against the current government, even going to the point of saying, oh, this whoever wants to campaign on the legacy of the current government should not be allowed. But all of a sudden, you're playing like a two-sided game. So for Ortom, it's quite commendable. He's shown over these past few years that he is a man of his own. Like he has his own mind. He's not just like a crowd follower. I hope that translates to good governance at the end of the day to the Benue people. Of course, we appreciate what he's doing, but good government is actually something that we shouldn't just sacrifice on the altar of just being able to confront the Fulani people. So that's my point.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Patriotic Nigerian. Thanks as well for your patience with us. Okay, Mr. Shooks Ibobezesa, your 3 minutes starts now.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, Mr. Leftis, fellow panelists, our viewers, and of course, those on the comment section. I just want to thank you, Mr. Elvis, for giving me the opportunity to talk to ask my question to Mr. Ibrahim.
Thank you.
Look, I'm so happy, for his coming. The way he come here to reassure everybody that our effort is not in vain. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'll give you kudos. And thank God. For the next coming one again. We need this kind of thing in this platform. Things that can motivate us to do more. Yeah, I don't have much to talk on. But these two personalities, El-Rufai and Malam Sanusi, because we know how big men play their politics. They're only interested in themselves, just like what Atiku said yesterday. He don't want to die for his country. So it's the same kind of mentalities all these people have. And as we Nigerians, we need to wrestle this power from them. Ortom has said it all. There's nothing, I can add on that. Meanwhile, let me use this opportunity as well to speak on Obi's, in Aba. That is called pure love. This is something, each and every one of us needed to see at this moment in time to have hope that this country will be okay. For those who are questioning if it's loved in the Southeast, you can see it. nobody is holding him, protecting him, like overprotecting him, because that is who he is. He goes there, he tells you he walk on the street of Onisha, without security. That is who he is, and the people understand him. So I'm gonna yield here. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
God bless you, Mr. Schultz.
We will be celebrating here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's hear from Madam Rita is still with us. Okay, Madam Rita, thanks. Okay, I think you don't come out. Okay, talk to us.
No, thank you. I don't know. Probably have a different opinion from everyone. There are two things here: Ortom and Sanusi. I have never been comfortable with Sanusi right from day one, and he had a very controversial time with the CBN. And I think many people who work for the CBN, they kind of refuse to speak about it because of his position as at that time and because of the oligarchy going on in Nigeria. So him talking about the popular show talk, TED Talk, vested interest, all that's just a facade as far as I'm concerned. And if you look at, his antecedents, his education and everything is just centered on Islam. Let it be known. I'm saying it now. The only thing Sanusi is interested in is the Fulani agenda and Islam. Period. I don't know if people understand what it means to be an emir. An emir is like a scholar of Islam. Basically, that's just what it is. So he's the chief scholar of Islam, and they put it like, okay, that's the position. He has to be the custodian of Islam for his people. That's just what it is. So that's why I said he has two agendas: a Fulani agenda and Islamic agenda. Period. Forget all the English and all the so-called experience and exposure he has. That all those are just panya. I'll call it panya. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I think history. I think I read it somewhere. I think it can be Googled. I think his father was deposed as well as a former emir of Kano. So, like I said, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So just Google him and just see all the Islamic school of this, Islamic school of that. This is in Sudan. So coming to speak English to me, I'm not moved, because behind those English, there's an agenda, and that's why the midget of Kaduna will invite his Fulani brother. Please come. I will give you refuge. I would save you. So they're just for themselves. That's just the truth. And going back to Governor Ortom, I don't know, with what everybody has said, I have a different opinion. Governor Ortom, with all this information, what do you want us to do? If you feel threatened, by this group of Islamic leaders against your life or your administration, you know what to do. Go to the law. Use the law with your position now. Put it out there. If anything happened to you, hey, these are the people you should call. Bringing in a press conference like you're not inviting the whole public for your personal vendetta. That's how I see it. If I say personal vendetta, people say no, because he's a governor now. He's overseeing a state, so it shouldn't be like a personal vendetta. It's about the people of Benue State. We've had all these ramblings and all these media chat and all this, with Governor Ortom in the past. I've gone to the stage where I just feel like, listen, with all these things happening, you still belong to a party that is not, that is part of what is killing us. So whatever it is you're doing is political. There's a political undertone, regardless of how anybody wants to say. But that's my opinion. If he feels threatened, or he feels threatened as a person or his life, you know what to do, sir. You know what to do. So that's all I have to say for now. Thank you very much, and have a good evening, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. We have FA here. FA, thanks for calling in. Please talk to us 1 minute. Good evening to you.
Yeah. Even in short, I think we not even reach 1 minute. I just call to greet my lovely sister Rita. May God bless you for your submission. You just speak my mind about Governor Ortom and the Emir of Kano. May God bless you. So I so much love the way you talk, man. I just want to thank you. And NAIJA will thank you for your good work. And Mr. Leftist, I greet you too. Yes, because we are moving forward. You understand?
Thank you.
May God bless you guys. I so much appreciate it.
God bless you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear from Chibuzo Adi. Good evening to you, sir. Please, 3 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. NAIJA. Thank you, Mr. Leftus. all the panelists. Good day, everybody listening. Um, Let me just come from the angle of El-Rufai first of all. El-Rufai has been part of the state capture in this system, and the type of state capture government they are running is not going to favor them this time. I remember he was the one said that P2B cannot win a local government. He's part of the people. But today he can admit that some part of Kaduna can be able to, P2B can get some votes there. And the rest of it, he admitted now that the P2B is crossing the border. So that to show you the advantage P2B have over them. They are crying the last cry now because they see the game is changing right now. But that is not where I'm going for now. For Ortom, I don't just believe in what he's saying. As a governor, he doesn't need to give excuse. He needs to do job as a governor. I don't take any of his excuses. Then concerning INEC, Mr. NAIJA, there is a problem. I have done some few research. I find out that in the southeast of the country, southeast especially, I find out that about 10.9 million people have been registered. But can you believe that INEC have just printed only 900,000 PVCs, only to the southeast. 10.9 million registered. But the only PVC they give to the southeast was 900,000. Meanwhile, Lagos and Kano, they have collected all their PVCs. So that is where I'm suspecting INEC are doing some wrongdoings. And anybody who doubts me can go for research and find out more. INEC is doing a very dangerous work in the southeast. Thank you, my brother.
All right. So we'll be expatiating on that tomorrow, on that INEC situation. Meanwhile, let's move on now because we are closing right now. That's a serious case. But meanwhile, let's move on. I need to do research about that. Thank you very much, Chibuzo Adi, for the information. Amo Yeskona, Madam, talk to us 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much again, Mr. Elvis and everyone on the panel. Thank you. So my thoughts on this Governor Ortom thing, I would start with a question. If somebody comes to raid your house consistently and you have tried in your own way to raise alarm, to send a message to whoever you need to send a message to, everything has fallen on deaf ears, what do you then do? In a society like Nigeria where nobody listens to you, where the police know who they respond to, what does it, and then even the state is not even allowed to carry, you cannot carry weapons. You're not allowed to, you're stifled in every way. What is he supposed to do? I mean, we all know where we're coming from. We know how Nigeria is. You know, the most powerful, the so-called, I call them fake elites, right? They use lofty terms for themselves, but it's fake because they don't have anything to show for it. What does a man like that do? Is it not fair? Is it not reasonable for him to want to defend himself and his household? I mean, should he fold his hands and wait for people to come and, take advantage of him in his own home? I mean, I've been listening. I haven't really followed from the way back what's been happening, but at least I remember seeing him on the news coming out to speak on behalf of his people. I mean, we come from Edo State. There's a lot of atrocities going on in my state. I don't see the governor coming out and sympathizing with the people. I don't see it. I've never seen it. He's one of the only people I hear that's consistently, anytime he talks, he always refers to his people. Every time he talks, he refers to his people. What I see here, and I may be wrong, I may be wrong. What I can see from what's going on, from my vantage point, from the little that I know, right, is that they're just trying to, it's like a stepchild. That's how they're treating him, like a stepchild. Oh, he's going to whine. I beg, Mona leave and me, they whine. And so, someone that they are using from behind, they are pinching him, but you don't know, you can't see it. because he's having to deal with the tough decisions. He's having to face, I mean, listening to him, I listened to the entire interview. He says every day there are 10 people that are killed in his states. And he feels it. Even when he talks, you can tell. You know, we're just, I'm sorry, Nigeria. Hey, this is why we need to vote for Peter the Rock Obi, because I don't see anywhere, anywhere we can get out of this without a clean start. There's no way. Everything is filthy. It's so filthy. It's putrid. It's stench. It's strong. We need to do something, and drastically. I don't fault that man for coming out to cry out to the public, because that's all you have right now. If nobody is listening to you in your home, you cry out so that people will hear and say, okay, this man, at least we heard him when he was crying.
Okay.
You know, so I stand for him. I mean, I support the man for what he's doing for the sake of his people.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
very much, Moyes Corner. Thanks very much for your time with us today. We appreciate you. Victor NAIJA for B, please talk to us. 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, thank you, Mr. NAIJA Watch. Thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for the encouragement you've been giving the Nigerian nation, the greatest black nation in the world. Thank you for serving your motherland through speaking to those things that are evil in the society. And I also thank the obedient movement for what they have been doing. We will, in our own part, will encourage them. But the little we have, we are doing it more by cohorting our families wherever they are, giving them money personally. I'm going to put down some certain amount of money, give it to my brothers as they are there. They will mobilize with the money to go take their guys to the voting floor, and whatever they need, they should feed themselves with it. I'm ready for that. And for the emir, whatever, so I don't even give a damn about the emir, because they are all Islamic, whatever crap they are. If you are saying you are Islamic, you are fighting, go and fight in Afghanistan. What has it benefited them? They have killed children. Me, I'm particular about the children and the mothers. They've dealt with us in Nigeria, but we are going to fight back by putting our principle there. Thank to all Nigerians. Rise up, and I will give an advice to Mr. Ortom. Mr. Ortom, continue to fight for your people. Continue to fight. If they raise up anything, raise up the one you have and fight them to the last drain of your blood. Thank you, everyone. Thank Benue Governor. Thank Nigeria. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, the last person we have here is NAIJA. NAIJA, we're going to give you 5 minutes because you're just joining us right now. So your 5 minutes starts now. Good evening to you.
Greetings, NAIJA Watch. Thank you for having me, and greetings to everyone on the chat and the viewers. I guess if one wants to look at the campaign as it stands, we'll say we should be having weeks and weeks like this till the election. I think it's just about 3 weeks from now. And because from what I can gather, P2B is gathering momentum while the others are losing it. So chances are that if he carries on like this, he's going to win. There's no other way to describe it. He's going to win. And that's why effort has to be put in. Something tells me that the other side is not just going to sit down and just lie down and let it go. There's going to be things that are going to be happening in the coming weeks. Be rest assured of that. And anybody that wants P2B to succeed should buckle in and be ready for anything. That is, and it's good news. I think it's a better problem to have than to be behind, if you ask me. It's better to be ahead and have problems than be behind and have problems. But something that I saw this evening that it surprised me a little bit was Buhari coming out saying that international groups are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria and that they want to destroy Nigeria. I was like, but if you know this, why have you not moved quickly? And this could explain why they don't release name of terrorist financiers. Because the names, when you start tracking the names, I don't think our leaders are ready to face the truth of their situation. And this is what is going on. If Buhari is telling you that there are people that want to destroy Nigeria, that not, you know, only destabilize, destroy the country. It tells you that you know, things are serious out there. And I've had people that support this in Buhari say this before. I've never had him say it directly. And he talked about how the Chad Basin has billions upon billions of dollars worth of natural resources Nigeria could have been exploiting. Guess where that Boko Haram became very strong? That area, northeast. They completely destabilized that region and drove people away from there. And the same thing is happening. Every area you see problem in Nigeria, they love natural resources in that area. And they are just exploiting us day in, day out. Until we start fixing it, there's not going to be any turning back. Oh, this thing is going to get worse and worse. And I feel like the only person that is looking at fixing it right now, from what I can see, Peter Obi, though all the 4 candidates are talking about serious action. But if NAIJA to Mohammed is to be believed, Tinubu doesn't want to do anything at all. That one is scared for his life. Why would Tinubu be scared for his life? Can you imagine who can scare Tinubu? I don't think anybody in this country can scare Tinubu. They are not here. All these signs are signs, and whenever I keep reading, you have to read the rules, read between the lines. These people are saying things that I was telling you that when people keep telling you that our problem is coming from outside and we are not doing anything to stop it, that is at the core of why Nigeria is bleeding on and on. And this is not new. The other day I was just watching this thing. It's funny because in the program there, one of the US officials just said, oh, the US government wants to do something against Kanda. And they say, what is that? Destabilization. Not war, destabilization. And this is the thing, we have to be careful in Nigeria. When we are destabilizing our country, ask yourself where you are getting the information from. Ask yourself why there's so much uneasiness. Nigerians look like people that they pour fuel on and they are just waiting to light it up. Conditioning. Nigerians have been suffering for a very, very long time. There's a reason why Fela released the songs Suffering and Smiling. We have been suffering for a very long time, and for whatever reason, our leaders are not telling us the truth of where the problem is coming from. And for Tinubu, what's the Buhari, to wait until the dying days of his presidency to be doing all these weird things, like changing notes, doing all kinds of strange things, changing notes, limiting withdrawals, talking about terrorism now, something that we all know, but he never tells people. And even when he said this, it was just hidden in a 2-minute video at the very end of it. Nigerians are not told these things. Why? They keep us asleep. They don't tell the young people that, you know what, there are people there messing with your future. You need to do something about it, and you need to demand it of your leaders, because if you know that people are threatening your future, you're going to demand your leaders do something about it. But when you don't know, how can you demand anything? Thank you.
Thank you very much to NAIJA. When you come next time, you will have more time. We need to round up now. We've been here now for about 5 hours. I want to appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Now God bless every one of you. Thank you. Let me start by those of you that have super chatted us today. Desmond the 1K, thanks very much for your super chat earlier on. We really do appreciate this. Mr. Joseph OG, thank you very much. Abiodo Isabella, thanks very much for your super chat. We can see Mr. Pansat. Thank you very much for your super chat. Desmond, the 1K again. Thanks for your super chat. Fortunately, we could not pass your message today, although there were similarities, of the same questions that others asked. But thank you very much. Really do appreciate you. Nusa Harry, thank you very much for your super chat. Simeon Nagbonje, thank you very much, Simeon Nagbonje. Longest time. Good to have you back. MM Etok, thanks for your super chat. God bless you. Dr. Alexander Gomez, thank you, sir, for your super chat as well. and God will bless every one of you. And those of you that called in, we want to say we are very, very grateful. And those of you that we could not pick their calls, don't worry, next time we'll get through to you. I appreciate you. Now God bless you. And all my panelists, now God will bless you now. Thanks for joining us today. At least to welcome Abdulkarim, to this show today. Thank you very much. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much, Dr. Aruna. Thank you very much for all you're doing for us on this platform. We really do appreciate you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ibrahim, Abdulkarim, God bless you. We really do appreciate you. We are looking forward to having you back here and many other Labour Party representatives. So the illustration that you gave to us today gave us more belief that we are doing a good job here. And all obedient all over the world, you gave us the reason for us to stand still. And God bless you, sir. Thank you very much, everybody, on the comment section, our spectators, every one of you that is watching us right now, because like I know, many of you watching us, but not everybody comment. We want to say thank you. We appreciate every one of you. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you for everything you are doing. You are a great mother, backbone. I love you so much from my heart. Thank you very much, Mommy. Thank you so much, Omoyes Kona, Mother Rita, Martina Albasuyi. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. These are all my team, Then who can't thank me and leftists now? I be my still thank ourselves. Okay, thank you, Elvis. Thank you, leftists.
Or Baito.
People live out like that now. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. And God will bless every one of you. So we need to round up right now. Patricia Enofe, my dear sister, I just see you right there. Thank you so much for your continuous encouragement as well. Thank you, my people. Now, here we'll draw the curtain because we've been on essence. To be honest, me, myself, I'm tired. It's not very easy, but we're looking forward to on the 25th of February so that I can re-strategize, rearrange everything about this media. At least I feel drink water may enter my body properly because it's not easy. I'm telling you, since April, it's not easy. But after the 25th, I'm going to come out how I like. How I like. Although we'll still have like Sunday and Friday, the time with the men. That one can never change. But any other days, now how I like, I go come out to a beg. How I just like. Make I rest more. Okay. Make I end the show. Make I end the show.
For that way they talk, if you not be as you talk more. After 25th, now that time real problem go start.
Why now?
After we don't win, we need to follow the checkmate openly. Everything bomber to bomber.
No, lefty, waiting me. You don't understand. That means we feel come out when we like. It is easy to have a specific time until they come out 7 days a week.
Now, so you go look at that time. I work go over plenty because this time you don't know say now you don't know say now you get responsibility now to handle security, to handle Sabisa Forest, to handle Lagos, to handle.
All right. Okay, more fan win first, Oga. More fan win first.
We don't win. What are they wait for? We don't win.
This one are threat in advance.
Oh no.
Yesterday, I talk this one before I go. I enter bed. I say make I check my private messages and everything. Take me. I don't feel like take me reach 3 minutes where sleep take me. And it never happened before. That day I not say wow, tired. How would I go feel say we all they talk like this? Me or left to go do like this.
Easy.
Easy.
Now you go know what Peter Obi and his team they pass through.
Peter Obi is everywhere.
The way the hot seat, the middle, then call that they work. Now you go know what thing that they pass through. Yet some of us will still call them. They not do this, they not do that. You know what it is, but they pass through at the moment. They're not
easy. Not easy.
Can't debrief, can't strategize, can't talk of movement, can't talk of this, can't talk arrange meeting every day. Now different places, fly here, move. Now you go know say to be leader,
But you know, by God's grace, sir, I can't wait to come back here to celebrate Mr. Peter Obi, to celebrate with all the good Nigerians all over the world, all the obedience. I cannot just wait. Anyway, thank you very much, my people, once again. Please help us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast. Remember, we are here 7 days a week until the 25th of February on the election day. 7 days a week, 5 p.m. every day we are here. Is only the only time that the time change with 1 hour is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We come out at 6 p.m. So tomorrow, 6 p.m., we're going to be back here again. So join us, share our videos, like our videos, encourage us, tell whoever here, wait till we they do for you. Now God bless you. Now, Lefties, you wanted to say something?
No, I just point Madam Rita where it was I put her for screen before. Now Madam Rita make me laugh. He say we will talk about Edo State after 2050. That make me bust laugh.
I know that one did my neck, my brother. Yeah. That one you did my neck. My Edo people. See, you know how many messages I receive every day. NAIJA was wait till they approve Edo State. You know they talk again. You know, Mona, not worry. After the 25th, we will calm down. You know, I can't pursue 2 things. Just imagine this one what they do. So they do Edo State. Oh, join her. I be human being, I not be robot. Good night, my people. I love you all. Now God bless you.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. I go show you love. Kama bara walo ninu ife they do competition with everybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o, ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí Sábà Mẹ́la. Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń folú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti finishi. Délé mo ló ń folú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé